In just a matter of days, after years of appeals and hearings, Taberon Honie will be the first person executed in the state of Utah since 2010. With his execution scheduled for August 8th, the convicted killer has 4 days to live. But who was Taberon Honie, and what did he do to lead to him being sentenced to death? ABC4's Annika Johns joins us live in studio with all you need to know about what has led to this moment and what will be taking place in the next few days. Annika?
With all appeals exhausted and a judge denying his attorney's final plea to stop the process, death row convict Taberon Honie will be put to death by lethal injection. And while this date was years in the making, let's go back to the beginning on the night of July 9th, 1998.
Why should you guys spare me? I took Claudia. I don't have no answer on that one.
Court documents say on the night of the murder, Taberon Honie broke into the home of 49-year-old Claudia Ben before slashing her throat and stabbing her. 3 of Ben's grandchildren, including Honie's 2-year-old daughter, were in the home. Police then arrested Honie after he was found covered in blood. Less than a year after the murder, on May 18th, Honie was charged with the death of Ben. 6 days later, Honie is sentenced to death.
I'm not trying to say that the crime didn't happen. It did happen. I'm not trying to say, no, this didn't. It did happen. I'm the one that did those things. I'm the one that took Miss Ben's life.
After years of several failed appeals and hearings, on Tuesday, May 1st, the Utah Attorney General's office signed the state's application for the execution and later set the date of August 8th. In a last-ditch effort to get Honie off death row, his attorney fought to change the sentence to life in prison and then argued the protocols and procedures that the state have in place for his lethal injection are outdated and that Honie could suffer if it is botched. However, last week, the judge declined to put any more obstacles in front of his execution.
Mr. Honie has not sufficiently pled that any inconsistency or deficiency in the UDC's protocols or procedures governing the use of pentobarbital will cause actual harm in violation of a constitutional right.
In the next few days, Honie will receive his final meal, be able to visit with family, religious leaders, and his attorney. Honie has the option to request up to 5 people to be there during the execution. Family members of the victim and select officials picked by the state can also be present. Lastly, he will be given the opportunity to say his last words before receiving the lethal injection of pentobarbital.
That's the part that I'm torn apart about. How can I come to ask you guys to spare me when I took her?
Now, ABC4 News has been selected as a media representative at Honie's execution. Our Sarah Murphy will be one of the witnesses to his death on August 8th. So make sure to stay tuned with ABC4 News for continuing coverage of Utah's first execution in over a decade. Jordan, I'll send things right back over to you.